Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building a Brand vlog. This one, big number 136. So, it's all about you. It's all about your questions. We're diving deep into last week's vlog comment section. Before we do that, three quick updates. Acne launch has been amazing. We were right. It's going to be a game changer, and it's so exciting to see how many people are signing up for it and how many people are just like so thankful that we're doing this. And so it's just awesome, and Acne is going well. More updates later. The other update I want to talk about, and a very exciting update for us, is we hired somebody new. Her name is Claudia. Claudia just came from Grubhub. Before that, she was at guest relations at Disney, the happiest place on the world, or the second happiest place in the world. Tiege's first now. Anyway, she's customer service. We at Tiege Hanley are striving incredibly hard to really have like the best customer service, best customer relations, system, and we want customer service to be like one of our like key things that just sets us apart from all these other companies. Customer service, dealing with like guys, is sort of our thing, and we want it to be more of a thing. And so Tom B has been heading up customer service and has been killing it. He's actually written sort of like a procedure for how to handle certain things, and so we're really taking strides and moving in the direction of having just a superior customer service experience. And Claudia is the next piece of that puzzle, and so it's really exciting. Because, like I said, Tiege Hanley, we pride ourselves on being of the people, and that is, the only way that we can do that is if, we have just an amazing customer service situation and experience for you guys whenever you have problems or questions. We really pride ourselves on being the best we can be. The other update I want to give you is something really cool. I think it's cool, that Acne has been working on. We have been split testing display ads. So when you go to a website and you see an ad, it's like, hey, there might be Tiege Hanley. We're split testing it. And the business lesson in this split test is that we took two different companies that came very highly sort of regarded. And we actually, I believe Kelly and Akin actually went to visit them in person. And so I could be getting that wrong. I could be wrong about that. I know that Akin and Kelly went somewhere. I think it was to visit at least one of these agencies. Anyway, the way that it's going to work is we are dividing up the country. We've got two separate agencies that are both incredible, but we want to see who the better agency is. And so what we've done is we have divided the country up into 20 states. 20 states for them, 20 states for them. So each company gets 20 states. And we've basically divided it by traffic so that they're each getting a level playing field, and then they get to run display ads, and they also get to retarget in their respective states. And so the idea is that at the end of the test, we'll have some hard data of what company did better. Who has a better customer acquisition cost? Who has a better cold customer acquisition cost? It's a very, very cool thing, and it was all sort of Akin's brainchild. And I just want to take a second, talk to Akin, or tell you a little bit more about Akin real quick before I dive into the questions. It has been such a treat and such a pleasure to watch Akin work, right? And I really feel like, we all at Tiege Hanley are good at a lot of things, but Akin is sort of like, is kind of like the thing that's connecting all the dots. And I really feel like he is just going to be so incredibly instrumental in us really going to that next level and scaling the way that we know and the way that we want to scale. Because at Tiege Hanley, we've got big goals, excuse me, in terms of where we want to get to. And, it just goes back to the whole, hire smart, hire people that are A players. Don't settle for B, don't settle for B plus, go after A if you can afford it. And Akin is definitely an A player, and it's just been a true pleasure to watch him work, to hear him talk even about all the stuff that he's doing and that he's working on. It's super cool stuff, and I'm excited. But everybody's doing a great job. Cindy, Kathleen, Josh, Tom, everybody is doing just an amazing job, and it's exciting. Kelly is having an amazing vacation. He keeps sending us pictures. Last Friday, Kelly went to, I believe, Tuscany with his family, and he sends pictures of like them eating and drinking. Pretty much that's all they're doing. I think that's all you can do in Italy is eat and drink and just kind of chill out and relax. And he is definitely getting his fill, but it's cool that he's able to get away and sort of take the time. And he is definitely enjoying it. I can tell you that. But now let's get back to some questions. The first question is actually a Tiege question, but it's revolving around the Acne system. It's from Escobar Style. He says, Aaron, if someone is using your regular skincare program and has acne, but now switch to your Acne system, will your sales go down with regular Tiege? How will you balance this? Yes. Some of the people that joined or signed up for Acne system were regular Tiege subscribers, and so we lost them, but they're still a customer. And so one of our metrics, I mean, we measure a few different things. We measure how many people are signed up to Acne, how many people are signed up to regular Tiege 1, 2, or 3, and then what is the total subscriber base. And as long as both of those numbers and the overall number is moving in the right direction, as in up, it's really all we can do right now. You know, we knew that we would cannibalize a little bit of our audience, but we're cannibalizing them with our own product, and so it's not like we're really losing them. We're just helping them more and helping them figure out the solution that's going to be best for them. Nicholas Becker has a great question. He says, I've always had this feeling that I should be doing something greater than where I am at right now. Since watching all of your videos along with the other influencers, this fire in my gut is much stronger. My question is, how would you focus on the right path and not get overwhelmed on where to start? This is an amazing question, because I think as entrepreneurs, you know, we get the passion, and when it first hits you, when you first get bit by the entrepreneurial bug, it's like I got to do this. And one of the issues is that you tend to run in a lot of different directions, right? You go over here and then, okay, I'm going to go do this, and you do have to focus. And so, you know, if you're just getting started and you want to do something different, I think first and foremost is identify what you want to do if you can. If you can't do that, if that's a little bit too abstract and a little bit too tough right now, figure out what you don't like about your current situation. Make a list. You know, what is it that you like about the current job that you have? What are your passions? What are your interests? What do you think would be a good business? And just keep lists and revisit this list. When you start looking at things through a critical lens and you start actually, you know, sort of picking things apart, seeing what you like, seeing what you don't, seeing what you think would be good, your perception changes and you look at things in the world and business in a very different direction or a very different way. And so I would say, you know, start making a list of things that you want, things that you like, and focus there. Once you figure out what that business is or what that direction is, then it's time to take the next step. Something I would say, and this is a shameless plug for my conference that I have with Antonio Centeno, if you can get to the Menfluential conference this year, or this coming year, I think it's in February. Actually, let me check the date. February 22nd and 23rd, 2019 in Atlanta, Georgia. This conference, it used to be about like style. It used to be like the first year it was like, oh, style, and all these style influencers came. But now it's turned into more of like a personal development, and one day specifically on Friday, the 22nd, is all about business. And so it's entrepreneurs, it's people that have businesses, you know, everything from super small, like just ideas of businesses, to, you know, monster mega millions businesses. I would say surround yourself. That's the other thing. Surround yourself with people that are doing what you think you want to do, and talk to them. Come to the conference. Pick people's brains. Interact. Hear people's stories. Because a lot of these entrepreneurs, we have panels where you get to ask questions. It's a very small group. We limit it to like 450 people. That's all the tickets will sell, because we want to keep it intimate so that you have the opportunity to actually get value and to talk to people. And it's also super affordable. At night, on both Friday night and Saturday night, we have like a mixer where we have bartenders, and that's another opportunity to sort of just like talk to people and engage and get inspired and get ideas. You can't imagine how many businesses and business ideas have come out of that conference. Tiege Hanley will be there. That was kind of like where we officially, like 2.5 years ago, sort of came out of the skincare closet. We're like, here we are, and we had a banner and all that. And it's funny, but next month is coming up on our 2-year anniversary for us actually launching Tiege Hanley. And it's crazy to think that we've only been in business or selling Tiege Hanley for a little under 2 years. It's insane. And we'll talk more about that at the time. Or when the time is right, but get to the conference. Come and be surrounded by people that will inspire you to look at life, your career, and business in a different way. It is seriously a life-changing event, and down in the description we will link to the conference if you want to grab your tickets, because they sell out every year. Actually, no, that's not true. We sold out last year. We'll sell it again this year. Fly with Johnny Ty. Great name. He says, I work with a fitness startup, Bro Laboratories, with Brandon Carter. And sometimes we struggle with sticking to a system like Trello. How do you guys stick to a system, and what productivity system do you guys use? I don't know if we use a productivity system. Trello is a collaboration tool that organizes your projects into boards. At one glance, Trello tells you what's being worked on, who's working on what, and where something is in a process. I don't think we use one, but I should probably check and call Josh. Hang on. Do we use any productivity, system to track sort of what's going on and who's doing what, and do we? I don't think we do we?
So, okay, I guess the easiest way to answer this is there's a couple of different ways we keep track of things. So, in terms of Trello, that specific example, our web optimization team communicates with Rob, Akin, and Jeremy using Trello to make sure that they're doing all of their projects on time and everything's getting handled. And then for most of our other documents, we keep it pretty simple. We just use Excel, which is nothing sexy, but it's old school and it gets the job done and it's simple and easy.
Cool.
But yeah, we use Excel for the most part internally. Okay,
and that's a shared document that everybody has access to.
Exactly. Yeah, we use tons of shared documents that we all have access to on OneDrive, and they're mostly Excel documents.
Okay, great. Let me ask you this. Does anybody ever get in trouble for not doing what they are supposed to be doing? Or is everybody pretty resourceful and responsible?
For the most part, we all get our work done. I mean, at the beginning and end of the week, we decide on priorities for our marketing team, and it's our job to get those things done and be realistic about it. And then at the end of the week, we report on what we've gotten done in our weekly meeting. And we're usually, I think everyone on our team, especially because we've been so particular in hiring, we all work really hard and we get our job done.
I think you just nailed it, Josh. I'm going to take it from there. Thanks, brother. Later.
Bye.
Comes down to hiring. It comes down to the people that are on the team doing what they're supposed to be doing. And and that's sort of, I never heard of us using anything, but it is amazing. We've hired so well, and that has to do, Kelly gets full credit, Kelly and Rob actually, Kelly, I'm going to give this one 100% to Kelly. He's been so focused on hiring right from the beginning and making sure that the people that we bring into the Tiege Hanley family to work are like A players and going to get every job done that they are given. And so I think to answer your question, Fly, with Johnny Ty, you've got to make sure that the people on the team are worthy of being on the team, because if not, you're going to have the situation that you're facing now. Everybody's sort of doing what they're doing. Nobody's really sticking to a schedule, and that's ultimately not a good thing. And so great question, and I learned something, so thank you. Bat Penguin, oh, I love this question. It says, Tiege Hanley is growing bigger and bigger each day. Do you think or worry about competitors such as Bulldog, Nivea, etc., potentially coming out with similar all-in-one monthly skincare systems to Tiege in the future? The answer is bring it. I know that's a little bit of a cocky answer, but no, there are companies that have. It's so funny because Clinique, I believe, is one that we feel like, and we might be sort of tooting our own horns and totally wrong, but we feel like people are paying attention to us. And it was very, like, we came out with our system like really soon or early in the landscape of skincare. And we noticed that there are some people that are popping up that are doing systems very similar to Tiege Hanley. Similar in the sense that it's a system with a few products, but nobody can touch Tiege Hanley in two areas. Number one, the products. Our products are better than 99.99999% of the products that are on the market for the price. These other companies would never sell or could never sell the products that we sell for the price that we're selling them for, because they've got their overhead is too big, and it's just not what they just wouldn't do it. The other thing that Tiege Hanley has is you, me, us. And that is something that all of the money, all of the marketing dollars cannot buy. We've got a relationship with our audience and fans and followers that believe in us and that have been there from day one, and that love Tiege Hanley. They also, these other companies, they don't have people commenting, you know, use Nivea on everybody's YouTube channel. Like, we've got a thing, and it's so special. It is not something you can plan for. It's not something that you can prepare for. You kind of just got to roll with it. But, you know, we are aware that other companies are going to come out and sort of try and copy what Tiege Hanley is doing, because we think we're doing something special, and we know that we are growing. We know that we are on people's radars. The one way that we know that is because we saw a document when I forget what company bought Bulldog. In that document, it basically talks about competitors, and this was over a year ago, and it mentioned Tiege Hanley, and so we know that people are paying attention to us, and that's good. Bring it, because we aren't scared. We will take on whoever comes after us, because we're fighters. Fucking fight. We will fight. I just said the F word. I'm sorry. I'm passionate. Next question from Elliot Rosell says, in your opinion, is the money spent in a franchise worth it, or is it best to build your own business from scratch? Great question, because franchising is something that I thought I wanted to do back in the day when I had my fitness center, and then I started this other little fitness center. It was a group fitness facility. It was called Move It. It was going to be the biggest thing, and that didn't work out so well. Franchising is great for certain people. It's also not great for others. And it really depends on the business that you go into. One of the reasons why you pay the franchise fee is because of brand recognition, right? You go driving down the road and you have a sign and you see those golden arches, right? You know exactly what that is because you've been there before. You know what that brand stands for. You know what the food tastes like. Or if you're driving down the road and your name is Elliot, you saw a big neon E, burgers. Where are you stopping? You stopping at E's, or are you stopping at the Golden Arches? You know, you don't have an established brand, and there is something to be said for, there's a lot to be said for, you know, basically taking somebody else's hard work, you know, paying a little fee, getting that brand recognition. You also get the procedures. You get the secret formula, if you will. And, you know, if that's something that you're interested, if you find a franchise that you think is a good business, that you think you would enjoy, that you think that people, you know, would also enjoy, then sometimes I would say absolutely. But there are other situations and times when you should probably think about doing it yourself. But ultimately, it really depends on you. It depends on your business. It depends on if brand recognition is key, or if you think that you've got a niche, you've got something special, and you've got a lot of marketing dollars to spend. Then really that's a business decision that you and only you can make. And that's pretty much it for the business questions. Not too many. I like to think that it's because we did such a good job answering all these business questions in previous vlogs. But things are cooking, things are great. If you do have a business related question, down in the comments, let me know. Please start it with business question in all caps. And that way I can easily filter, because we had like 100 comments on the last slide, and I just look for business question and hit it that way. Lots of exciting stuff though happening with Tiege. Something interesting I just got yesterday from Cindy. Cindy sent a document with an itinerary of our next meeting, which is coming up in like 3 weeks. And we've got a few different things happening. We've got something going on, a team building exercise the entire company is going to be doing on Thursday night. Friday night, I have my wife coming into Chicago. And then Saturday, Kelly bought tickets for the entire company and their significant others to go to, I don't know if he bought them for like everybody else's, but mine and Rob's, I know they can come. Sorry, we're owners. What? And so technically, I guess I bought them. I bought everybody the tickets, so you're welcome. Anyway. What am I even talking about? We're going to see Def Leppard, Journey, and The Pretenders at Wrigley Field. And so that's on Saturday night. I'm really excited. My wife Tracy is coming up to Chicago. It's the first time she's ever been there, and it's the first time I've got to show anybody that I love, other than like Terry and Brian, the Tiege Hanley headquarters. And what's really exciting is that there's been a bunch of changes in terms of the space and the physical space. And so next time we go up there, we'll definitely bring the camera and show you sort of what's happened, what's changed, and meet the ever expanding Tiege Hanley team. Guys, next week, lots of updates, lots of exciting stuff. We love you more than what? Exactly, our double monk strap shoes. Guys, thanks for watching. Business questions down below, and I'll see you next week.